Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again to the High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. It's time now for the High School Notebook, and that means it is time once again for Matt Trabold to join us. Matt, thanks so much for hopping on board.
Thanks for having me on, Dave.
Hey, let's talk some football. Soccer. And let's talk about the Churchville-Chili Girls. Look like they may be poised to make a move this year.
I'd have to agree with that. Churchville girls soccer hovered around 500 the last couple of seasons coming into 2020, but the talent level is there this year for the Saints to possibly improve significantly on that. 500 winning percentage. So I think you are seeing the pieces kind of at every level going on to improve significantly, like I said a second ago, on that 500 mark. They begin the season 2-0. Combined score of 6-0. Jay Distant was a big graduation loss, but the current squad has a ton of senior power. You have the Shipley twins. Michaela's more defensive-minded as a stopper type. She distributes up into the attacking third well, and Hannah Shipley plays up top as basically a striker. One of the forwards there. Junior Skylar Donahue and Elena Reyna, great name. They highlight the midfield. Reyna scored twice in the season opener and has a soccer IQ full of situational awareness and spacing. She's a great receiver of the soccer ball and arguably has the scoring acumen of Katie Cosgrove from a few years back. She is now with Duke Lacrosse. Skylar Williams in net is springy, and good things come out of how vocal she is on the field. And captain sweeper Leah Marin will account for a number of saves herself this season, despite her not being able to use her hands. And Dave, while we're on the topic of Section 5 girls soccer, I wanted to quick mention a jaw-dropping play last Friday where Notre Dame of Batavia sophomore captain and a recent competitor on the show, American Ninja Warrior Jr., Autumn Matheson, she did a bonkers flip throw-in into the middle of the box for a goal versus Attica. Crazy.
That's insane. Always great to see stuff like that. Hey, let's stick with the soccer. Let's talk boys now. Let's talk Webster Thomas.
Yeah, so recently following the 2016 sectional final appearance, Webster Thomas has been ever so close to jumping back up into the top few teams there in boys soccer in Monroe County. Beating Spencerport a couple games ago 3-1 is evidence that they're back up there. Thomas's main six last year, if you want to say, lost a star in Cameron Webb to graduation, but the Titans still have Zach Wolf up at striker, and Isaac Buckley, Nick Harrington, Brendan Hill, and Tanner Gorin in the midfield. You need to throw a number of defenders at Wolf if you want a chance at stopping him. He routinely makes quick touches around defenders in a row for goals. Harrington is the midfield facilitator. Everything feeds through for this team. He is the Andrea Pirlo type for these Titans. Hill at wing back or on the wing in the midfield. Very versatile in that sense. Also brings a lot of touch talent to the equation. He had one play versus Gates Chile recently where he curled a pass around defender on the touchline, 30 or 40 yards down the field up ahead. It stayed in on the line, right in stride to Wolf, who scored on the play. This team is really something.
You said Pirlo. I think that sounds more like a Pogba move, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Sticking with the boys and a team that has been on top for. When you talk boys soccer around here, Greece Athena is one of the ones that's always going to come up in when you talk about the powerhouse teams.
I could not agree more. Greece Athena Boys soccer, always a state powerhouse, and this season is no different. State playoffs or not. The big question coming into this 2020 year for the team was which players would take that extra step up alongside All-American Dylan Rice, as well as a couple of his other big-time veterans, Michael Tracy, Jared Burns in net. But because gone are the leading scorer in program history, Atman Belsin, and a couple other big-time seniors from last year. So far, that question is most thoroughly answered by the names Gavin Rice and Ryan Fitzgerald over the offseason. Gavin Rice, younger brother of Dylan Rice, turned into a powerful, adept, reliable crosser on set pieces, powering the ball precisely far post for assists. This is an exciting team yet again.
Never gets old at Greece Athena for their boys soccer. Hey, great stuff, Matt. As always, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, we're back with more of the High School Sports Beat right after this.